Hey there, English learner. Welcome back to the English League podcast. Your go-to the place for the real English conversations practice and to take your English to the next level. I'm Aaron, and I'm so excited about today's episode because today we're talking someone everyone wants, but few people truly have: confidence. You know that feeling when someone speaks so naturally, so easily, and you think, wow, how do they that? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. How to talk to everyone and to confidence in English and in life. Now, if you're a regular listener, you probably know that usually host the show with Evan. But today episode with this little special. Evan taking a short break, and we have a new voice joining us in the studio. Everyone, please welcome Ben. Hey everyone, so happy to be here, and a little nervous too. I've been listening to Leap podcast for a long time. I've always admired Aaron and Evan makes English learning feel like a real friendly conversation. So I'll do my best to keep up that vibe. You'll be amazing, man. You got that calm, friendly energy that make people want to listen. Thanks, Aaron. And honestly, I couldn't think of a better topic for my first episode. Talking to people, especially in English, can feel intimidating at first. But once you learn to stay calm and connect naturally, they change everything. Exactly. And in the good news, you don't need to be perfect to sound confident. You just need the right mindset and a few practical tools we'll share today. And to make it better, you got a free PDF guide waiting for you. You'll find all the key phrases, reflection prompt, and grammar practice from today's episode in the description below. Plus, don't miss the ending because Crystal's vocabulary breakdown is back. She explains some of the advanced and emotional words and you'll be using today, so you can really understand and use them in your own conversations. So slay Rick Blend, ready to dive in? Let's do it. This is How to Talk Everyone with Confidence, right here on the Leap podcast. You know, Ben, before we jump into the other strategies, let's be honest for a second. Talking to people can be terrifying, right? Oh, totally. Especially when you're the English, your second language. You're smart thinking. What if you say something weird? If you don't understand me? What if I forget words halfway through? Yes. It's like your brain suddenly hits pause right when your mouse is support hit play. Exactly. When you walk away thinking, why did I say that? Or why did I say anything at all? And it play your head for hours. Been there many times. But here's the funny thing. Everyone, even native speakers, feels like that sometimes. Yeah, that's so true. We all get nervous. But the difference between confident people and nervous one is that the confident one never feel fear. It's like talk anyway. Right. Confidence doesn't mean being perfect. It means being okay with not being perfect. I love that because half the time the other person is just as nervous as you are. They're thinking about how they sound. Exactly. Everyone busy worrying about their own English, their own smile, their own what do I say now moment. So once you realize that, talking becomes a little lighter, a little easier. But you know what really used to hold me back? Comparing myself to other people. Like I be in a group and everyone sounds so fluent and I just shrink into my chair. Oh yes, I know that feeling so well. I used to talk really confident English speakers and I think, do I belong here? Exactly. It's like your mindset starts ranking people. They're better, they sound smarter, and suddenly you forget that person too, not performance. Totally. And that's what changed everything for me. One day I just told myself, no one above me, and I'm not above anyone else. We're all just people trying to connect. That's such a simple but powerful mindset shift because we drop that pressure to sound good You actually start sounding more real. Yes, you stop trying to impress and start trying to connect. And that's where confidence really begins. Not in how perfect your grammar is, but in how genuine in your heart it is. That's beautiful, Natalie. But here's the thing, when you start comparing, it's another question that hits you. Okay, but what do I actually say? Right? You finally be brave enough to talk, and then your brain goes completely blank. It's the classics. So, how you weak moment, and your only reply is good? Exactly. I used to freeze it every time someone asked me that, and then I realized that the problem wasn't my English. It's when I never thought I had what I wanted to share. That's so true. Now, before I go anywhere social, I just go quick mental check. Like, okay, what one cool thing that happened this week? When I try something new, there's a watch something interesting. I do the same. Sometimes I even write small notes in my phone like funny things that happen at work or that new cafe I try. It's not silly, but it really helps. Not silly at all. That's smart. It's like preparing conversation through box. Just a few small ideas in your mind so you're not caught off guard. Exactly. And if you're learning English, this is golden. You can practice talking about the thing aloud before you actually meet people. It's build confidence and fluency at the same time. Yeah, it's like doing a quick warm up before match. You don't just into the field cold, you stretch a little first. Perfect comparison. And here's the best part. Even if you don't prepare anything, you can still start great conversations. True, because sometimes the best topic are right in front of you. Exactly. Like the last time I was waiting a long coffee line, I just turned into the person next to me and said, wow, it feels like we are waiting for a kind ticket, not coffee. That's perfect. It's funny, simple, and real, and boom, conversation started. Yeah, and didn't feel forced at all. You just notice what happened around you. It could be a weather, the music playing, or even someone back. Anything small that connects you in a moment. Totally, what a great is work anywhere. A cafe, a class, a gym, even an elevator. You don't need a deep topic, you just need to start. And for our listeners, it is just a helpful skill in English. You don't need big, fancy sentences. Just something like, it's really cloudy today, or I love this song. It's small talk, but it opens the door. Yeah, it's like the first hello before real chat begins. Those tiny lines break the ice. That's what I call icebreakers. Exactly. And once you break the ice, a little bit of courage makes the next conversation easier. Yeah, confidence really doesn't grow one hello at a time. And that brings you something really important. Practice. Because honestly, the only way to stop feeling awkward is go through the awkward. So true. You can't skip that stage. You have to pass through it. When I first started talking to a stranger, I felt like my words had training wheels. That's really careful, slow, and terrified of falling. That's not a great image. And one day you really like don't need those training wheels anymore. You just start speaking naturally. The more you practice, the smoother it gets. Saying hello, asking questions, making a small talk, it's all become easier the more you do it. Because small talk isn't small at all. It's like a warm up before a marathon. It's my simple. It would help you find the rhythm. Right, it's like an exercise too. At first, your social muscle ache. You overthink everything. But with time, it starts to feel lighter and easier. Totally. And the best part, you don't need hour practice every day. Just little moments. Asking for directions, checking for your barista, or saying thank you in full sentences. Yeah, every small conversation adds up. It's what builds your confidence, not just English, but in yourself. And the beautiful thing is, mistakes don't stop you. They teach you. The faster you make them, the faster you learn. And they say, I love. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. Every slip up means you're stretching your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. Exactly. Confidence isn't about never failing. It's about realizing that failures and the hurt as much as it does. So true. And eventually you stop obsessing over grammar and start focusing on meaning. That's when English begins to feel authentic, like belongs to you. Beautifully said. You stop speaking to impress and started speaking to impress. That's the real progress. And the funny thing is, that really turned my conversation around. You was speaking more, was learning to listen with intent. I love that. Listen with intent. Most people listen just to reply. There's real connections trust when you listen to understand. Exactly. When you pay attention, notice subtext, the emotion hiding between words. It's like reading the room, not just the dictionary. That's not a good way to put it. And sometimes mirroring what someone says like, so finally took that trip Italy, help be red poor. It shows you care. Yes. And that make conversation slow. You stop trying to feel silent and start enjoying it. It's become less a performance and more a rhythm. Exactly. And when you do that, people open up. You sense your presence. At a point, fluency isn't just about vocabulary, it's about emotional intelligence. Absolutely. Communication is about perfect sentences, it's about shared meaning. The moment you realize that, you stop worrying about sounding smart as much sounding sincere. And that's where English stops being a subject you study and becomes a language you live. That line gives me chill every time. It's true. When English becomes part of how you think, it's not just about what you learn, everything changes. Yeah, and there's one thing that you rarely talk about. Oh, what's that? Knowing when to end conversations. You can be great at starting ones, but sometimes finishing it politely is the real challenge. Yes, we all been there. That moment we chat starting going in a circle and you just thinking, okay, how do I get out of this? Exactly. And here the confidence really shows. You don't have to vanish or make it awkward, just live with kindness. Right. Something like, it's been great in talking to you, I should get going. Or, I'm gonna grab a coffee, but I was not catching up. Simple and friendly. Totally. You're not cutting a person off. You're closing the loop. Leave the positive final impression. And that was confident people do. They start conversation with a warmth and end them with grace. Well said, becoming confident isn't just about talking. It's about knowing the pros, smile, walk away with respect. And if you can do that, start connect and naturally, congratulations. You already know how to tell anyone with confidence. We said, and for everyone listening, don't rush it. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's brought with every real conversations you have. Absolutely. You have you remember some of these expressions and phrases from today's episode. Crystal here with our vocabulary breakdown. Grab your notes if you return good conversation into great English. Take away Crystal. Hey everyone, it's Crystal. Let's go over some interesting words and expressions you heard in today's episode. Intimidating. Meaning, something that makes you feel nervous and scared because it seems difficult or powerful. Example, speaking English with native speakers can feel intimidating at first. Terrifying, meaning extremely scary or frightening. Example, the idea of speaking in front of a big crowd was terrifying for me. Genuine, meaning, real, honest and sincere, not fake. Example: people like talking to you when your smile feels genuine. Caught off guard, meaning surprised or not ready for something unexpected. Example: I was caught off guard when my teacher suddenly asked me a question. Awkward, meaning uncomfortable, embarrassing, or not smooth. Example: there's a awkward silence after I forgot to say. Obsessing, meaning thinking too much about something, usually in a stressful way. Example: stop obsessing Guam over again. Focus communication instead. Eventually, meaning after some time or after a process. Finally. Example: if you keep practicing, you'll eventually feel confident speaking English. Intent, meaning purpose or aim, doing something with focus or meaning. Example: listening with intent, really trying to understand, not just reply. Mirroring, meaning copying someone's words, tone, or body language to build connection. Example: mirroring what someone says can make them feel understood. Grace, meaning polite, calm, and kind behavior, especially in difficult situations. Example: she ended the conversations with grace, leaving a good impression. That is today's vocabulary breakdown. Make sure to review these words in your free PDF guide and try using at least 3 of them in your next English conversation. See you next time. Keep learning with grace and confidence. Thanks, Crystal. That's great, Grace. Yeah, and with your average listening, remember, confidence grows with every real conversation. Exactly. Keep practicing, keep connecting, keep speaking with confidence. See you next episode of the English Lead Podcast.